which is underway in Durban. Land expropriation without compensation has taken centre stage at the lekgotla. Motlanthe's panel recommended that the Ingonyama Trust Board, which administers the vast tracts of land in KwaZulu-Natal, be disbanded. Our reporter Vusi Khumalo spoke to the chairperson of the Ingonyama Trust Board.
As you know, that the Parliament adopted a motion to see whether the Section 25 of the Constitution should be amended or not. That, of course, basically set in motion public hearings that are currently taking place across the country. With me here, I've got the former or the retired judge of KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Jerome Ngwenya, who's the chairperson of the Ingonyama Trust Board that administers about 2.8 hectares or 2.8 million hectares of land in KwaZulu-Natal. He's going to tell us if indeed they are for or against this motion. Mr. Judge, can you tell us if you are against or for this motion, and also tell us about the reasons thereof?
Oh, thank you very much. Look, in the first instance, as you have said earlier, we administer close to 3 million hectares of land, which is occupied by a number of people in excess of 2 million. We don't have details about the motion and the proposed law. That is one reason why it is difficult to comment on it. But by definition, the Section 25 clause was provided in the Constitution to protect people, the strong and the weak. Once you open up that section of the Constitution, there's a huge risk, especially on the people that occupy Ingonyama Trust land. As you know, the debate currently is that Ingonyama Trust must be disestablished and the land be given to the state, and that itself constitutes expropriation. For us, therefore, to support the possibility of the land being expropriated from the most vulnerable people will be highly irresponsible. That is our view at this stage. And more so, I think it is still too premature to go along the expropriation route when restitution process is as yet to be completed. There's still a lot of land that we expect should have been transferred to the people on whose behalf we administer land. Instead now, if we hear the expropriation, it means we'll be supporting that they must remain forever landless.
You also criticized the high-level panel on key legislation that was led by former President Kgalema Motlanthe that called for the trust to be repealed, as well as the dissolution of the trust as well. Maybe if you can just provide us with some reasons thereof.
Look, the problem firstly with the high-level panel, it came from nowhere. The members thereof are mainly from outside the province, are academics who do not know the way of living in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. They did not consult the affected people. More so, they did not consult with the king, who is the trustee, and Amakhosi generally have not been consulted. They've been holding meetings in hotels in the towns and cities. They have not been to places where these people live. They are busing people to attend their meetings. And among the members thereof, we have people that have got preconceived prejudice against traditional leaders as well as Ingonyama Trust. Those people cannot be impartial, and they have got stated objectives that even before they gathered evidence, they already knew what conclusion to arrive at. We have even requested that we engage with them. They have refused. Furthermore, our presentation which we did to them does not even appear in their report, which is quite clear that they did not even bother to weigh the merits of what we said. In any event, that's not what they were asked to do. It's quite strange, the conclusion they have come up with, because it had nothing to do really with what they were talking about. Constantly, they refused to engage with us, and even the manner in which the report was released, it was just sent to us. They did not want us to engage them further.
Okay, you also have a word or two with regards to the current public hearings that are taking place nationwide.
Yes, I think that speaks for itself. You'll find that it's holding meeting in the city halls. It's only conducted in English. There is a group of people that have been organized. You will see that those people participate in every hearing, and these people have a stated agenda to destroy the customary way of living. It must be known and remembered that people have a choice in South Africa. If you don't want to live under traditional leadership, it's your choice. If you want to live in urban areas, it's your choice. But the fact that you don't like living under traditional leadership does not give you the right to ask for its destruction.
Okay, according to the IFP leader Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who is just presented here, he said that bit by bit, the traditional leadership is being dismantled slowly or disempowered. Do you also share that view?
Look, I think he has got his own views about that. For me, all I can say is what I've already stated, that the system at this stage is in tatters. It needs to be re-looked at. And I can understand where he's coming from. But for our purposes at this stage, what I was relating to was the land administration. But yes, there is a huge conflict about what the role of traditional leaders currently is, not only in this province, but also countrywide.
Okay, there you have it. That's the former or retired judge who is now the chairperson of the Ingonyama Trust Board here in KwaZulu-Natal.
All right.